Over 100,000 years later, humanity managed to reach spaceflight again, and soon after they managed to achieve faster-than-light interstellar travel using slip space. This allowed humanity to spread out and colonize other worlds under the unified Earth government. The United Nations Space Command, or UNSC, was established as the primary military agency of this world government. Over time, a group known as the Insurrectionists began an undeclared civil war against the UNSC. In order to combat the insurrectionist forces more successfully, the Spartan II program was put into place in 2517. A continuation of the former Project Orion program, the Spartan II program aimed at using genetically modified soldiers to prevent large-scale conflicts. The program was headed by Dr. Halsey, a world-renowned scientist. 75 children were kidnapped and forced into the program. They were replaced with Flash clones to maintain the secrecy of the program, but the Flash clones died of complications. The Spartan II candidates were then taken to the colony of Reach and trained under Chief Petty Officer Franklin Mendez. One candidate, known as John 117, managed to excel in the program and became the de facto leader of the Spartans. In the year 2525, the Spartans went through the augmentation process. Only 33 managed to survive the process without any complications. During the same year, humanity made its first contact with the alien coalition known as the Covenant, on the planet Harvest. The Covenant consisted of the Ungoi, known as the Grunts, the Kigyar, known as the Jackals, the Yanmee, known as Drones, the Megalagolo, known as Hunters, the Hurugok, known as Engineers, the Jiralhane, known as Brutes, the Sanhili, known as Elites, and the Sanshium, known as Prophets. The Covenant originally made their way to Harvest due to the large amount of Forerunner artifacts on the planet. These artifacts were eventually revealed to be humanity. With a daring plan, 3 Sanshium became the leaders of the Covenant. They took on the names Mercy, Regret, and Truth. They accomplished their task by secretly allying themselves with the Jiralhane, specifically Tartarus. Knowing the idea that humanity was the legacy of the Forerunners, these 3 prophets decided to wage war as it would wreck their religion. Meanwhile, the Spartan IIs are introduced to their iconic Mjolnir armor on the planet She-Seti 4. Unfortunately, the planet is attacked by the Covenant. John 117 and a group of Spartans are able to board the ship and manage to plant explosives. However, Sam 34, John's best friend, stays behind and sacrifices himself to make sure the bombs go off. Back on Harvest, a fleet led by Admiral Preston Cole manages to take back the planet, albeit at a high cost. The UNSC puts into effect a policy called the Cole Protocol in order to prevent the Covenant from finding the locations of other human worlds. Right after the Battle of Harvest, the UNSC Spirit of Fire was sent on a mission to recover another ship and uphold the Cole Protocol. Cutter's team, led by Sergeant Forge, managed to destroy the ship. A former protege of Halsey, Dr. Ellen Anders, joined the crew. The Arbiter during this time frequently clashed with the Spirit of Fire's crew. After finding a Forerunner artifact, the Arbiter made his way to the human colony of Arcadia and managed to capture Dr. Anders. With Anders in hand, the Arbiter traveled to a Forerunner shield world that was teeming with flood, but also housed a fleet of Forerunner ships. The Arbiter planned to use these ships to destroy humanity once and for all. Anders managed to escape and was reunited with Sergeant Forge. In an act of heroism, Sergeant Forge sacrificed himself to destroy the fleet of ships. In 2552, Commander Keyes was sent to Sigma Octanus IV to stop a possible Covenant invasion. Keyes managed to maneuver his ship and win the battle, earning him a promotion to captain. Groundside on the planet, the Spartan IIs, led by John 117, are sent to destroy the city with a nuclear bomb. On their mission, they managed to recover a mysterious artifact littered with alien symbols. The Spartans and Keyes returned to Reach. However, a Covenant tracker was placed on his ship unknowingly. In the same year, the Office of Naval Intelligence authorized a plan to capture a Covenant ship and kidnap one of their prophets in order to end the war. This plan required the use of the Spartan IIs. To help the Spartans, an AI named Cortana was created from a flash clone of Halsey's brain. She was then introduced to the Master Chief, John 117. The Spartans were put on the UNSC Pillar of Autumn, piloted by the newly promoted Captain Keyes. As the Pillar of Autumn prepared to make the slip space jump to start the mission, the planet was attacked by a Covenant fleet. The UNSC ship Circumference failed to comply with the Cole Protocol, and the Chief, along with a group of Spartans, was sent to deal with it. They succeed in wiping the nav data, but another Spartan, Linda 58, received extensive wounds and was placed in a cryotube with hopes of resuscitation later. On Reach's surface, however, a team of Spartans known as Noble Team fought off the Covenant. Consisting of Spartan 3s and a single Spartan 2, Noble Team managed to reach Dr. Halsey. Noble 6 was entrusted with delivering a fragment of Cortana to the Pillar of Autumn. The few surviving members of Noble Team managed to reach the Pillar of Autumn and give Captain Keyes the fragment of Cortana. Noble 6 then sacrificed himself to ensure that the Pillar of Autumn would escape. Despite the efforts of Noble Team, Reach is overrun. The Pillar of Autumn manages a slip space jump using coordinates from the artifact of Sigma Octanus 4. The coordinates led them to a Halo ring.